Hello, everybody. Felicia here with a video for one of the newest Ali Edwards story stamp kits, and it is action. So I am going to be scrapping this photo here of David. And if you've been to my channel and have been a subscriber for a while, then you all are familiar with David. And for those of you who are new to my channel, David is my grandson. And he is always moving around, always active, always on the run, always jumping, climbing, doing all kinds of boy things that boys do. But David is in action here, and I thought I'd go ahead and scrap this photo because I really like it. And we were at the beach in Caleucas, and he had a great time there. You could see him. He's and he likes stepping in seaweed. Oh, which feels gross to to me on my bare feet, so I don't like it. But he loves doing it. So anyway, so what I'm doing with this kit is I'm going to be telling a little bit of a story about how much David moves, how he doesn't stand still, which I thought would be perfect because that is the action part of David. And what we have here is the story kit action, and I'm going to be sort of, the photo can stand out a little bit because I didn't want it up against the background. I'm going to be using a white background. And so I'm mounting it first on white cardstock and then the black cardstock. And I'm leaving a very, very thin border around these three photos here. And each photo is about 3 by 4. I cut them down the size. They were originally 4 by 6s, and I cut them down because I just so happened to take the picture in this, he happened to be in the center, so it worked out perfect for me to do it that way. And I got a new color printer. Yay! So it's an Epson photo printer, and I'm so excited because now I get to print different. It goes up to size 8.5 by 11, and now I get to print photos anywhere from 2 by 2 to 8.5 by 11. Woohoo! Which is going to save me a lot of time. And don't get me wrong, I love Costco, but I feel that there's certain photos that I would like to do, and I could range any size that I want. Plus, I'm really learning how to use Photoshop as well. So I really needed that color printer so it could print on vellum and all the kind of stuff like that, and print out the things that are I'm going to be doing in Photoshop. So as you can see right now, I am finished with almost finished here with putting the background here. I think I'm cutting off some extra paper. Yes, I am there. For some reason I didn't put it on straight and it didn't cut straight, so I'm just trimming it up a little bit. So I'm going to be mounting it on some black here in a minute. And with this action kit, I also got the add-ons. I got the big acrylic 2021 numbers, and I got some hearts. No, wait, I don't think those are hearts. No, they're puffy stickers of different kinds of things. So I got some of those, and I got the plastic numbers. I normally don't get add-ons, but because I don't get other kits, I said, I can go ahead and get a few other things. So that's why I got the additional add-ons here. I'm still kind of straddling the fence on whether I want to subscribe or have a subscription to a kit company, and if anything, it might be something simple and something that that I want to do, like Felicity Jane, something like that. I'm not sure yet. I'm still straddling the fence because I did belong to Hip Kit for a while. I even decided that I wanted to try out for their design teams, and I've tried out for the design teams 4 years in a row, and they still keep the same people on. So I was like, okay, never mind. So now I decided not to get the kit anymore, and I also decided that I would go ahead and just not get any subscription kits from anybody and use what I have in my stash. I have so much in my stash. And then if I want something special or something, or a new design, like their Paige Evans is coming out with a new design, then I'll just go ahead and order the whole entire collection, and that way I could have that as well. So right now I'm enjoying using my Ali Edwards story kits and story stamps, and I really she's changed. So if you can see that word that says action, she's changed from the acrylic words now. And so I guess there was some kind of manufacturing thing that was going on. So now we have our word that comes in there is on like a piece of clear acetate, and it's pretty cool actually. It doesn't look bad at all, and hey, I'm happy with it. So there might be some who are not, but I like it actually because I was accumulating the acrylic words and there's really no easy way to store those either. So anyway, so sorry about that. My phone had rang, so I had to kind of come off. But anyway, back to the kit. So I'm glad that we have the clear acetate word instead of those acrylic words. I mean, I really did enjoy them when we were getting the kits. But if you've been with Ali Edwards for as for as long as I have, they accumulate. Trust me, because you can't use them on every layout. I would love to have used them on every layout, but it's okay. So, and then it was kind of hard for me to store them without them getting broken. There's a few of them that did get broken over the years, but you can glue them back, but it's just, I'm just glad we switched. So now it's a space saver, and I'm pretty excited about the new way that the words are coming along. So what I decided to do was I decided to put that action word right there on the layout, because that is exactly what it's all about. It's all about what David is doing in his action and things like that. And what you see me doing here is I'm measuring the space. I'm going to stamp on there, and I'm going to be using the StazOn ink, and I'm going to stamp directly on my photos, which I've done in the past before, so it's not a big thing for me to do it. And I'm going to stamp, I forgot what I put, action equals, wait, what was it? I forgot what it said, but because I don't have the layout in front of me, but I use the StazOn to stamp on there. So you're going to see me do that right now. I'm getting it all set up to do, and I apologize for it being halfway off the page, but you can see the result right there. It did come out pretty clear, very clear, and now you're going to see a good stamp right here. You can see that. So it came out really nice, and it looked like it's part of the photo, which I really enjoyed. So I'm glad I did do that, and I had just enough space to do it on this one, this bottom photo, because his feet were like right there, and I did it perfect there, right there on the bottom. So that's what I did. I decided to go ahead and use the stamp, and then stamp. Let's see, I think it's action something. I can't see it from here, but it's pretty cool though. I like how it came out, so I was pretty stoked about that, and it looked real good. And if you want to stamp on your photos, you can use StazOn ink. StazOn ink stamps on everything. It's amazing, that stuff is. So I like that. So you're going to probably watch me here. I didn't mean to leave this in here, but so now you're going to learn how to change the tape in your tape runner for some reason. And I figured it'd be cool. I'll just go ahead and leave it in there. And I did just that. So now you get to see how it's done. And I do it relatively quickly now. So I remember back in the day when I used to do this, it used to take me forever to figure it out. But now I just do it back like that. You can see it's going around. So you get a little bit of lesson on learning how to change your tape in your ATG gun. And once again, I apologize for that. I thought I took that out, but I didn't. And so now I'm putting it all back together and closing it up and ready to go. So it didn't take very long to do that. Oh my goodness, how funny. Anyway, so I'm going to be putting what I decided to do also too was cut the white down a little bit. So the black is 8.5 by 11, because this is going to go on my 8.5 11 story stamp binder. And for those of you who are just joining me, I keep a story stamp binder. I've been doing the 8.5 and 11 story stamp binders since I started the subscription with Ali Edwards story stamp kit and stamp set. And so I keep that, and it is packed. It's literally packed full of stories, and they're all on 8.5 by 11. And I really enjoy that, doing it on that, doing the story stamps on that size. I have not done a full on 12 by 12 because I want to be able to distinguish the stories that I tell with the story stamp kits in stamp set versus my 12 by 12. So that's why I wanted to keep them separate. And you can see me here, and I'm not sure why I'm working on top of that blue paper, I have no idea. So you have to excuse that and pardon that. So here's some more journaling. And I am going to put this down. I'm taping it directly onto the layout because I'm going to take one of the action cards that you're going to see me fill out. And I'm going to write some more information about David and his activities right here in each one of these little sections. And that card does come in the action kit. And I'm going to be writing a little bit down here about David and how I love how he's always actively engaged in something, whether he's, running, talking, running, showing me some of his drawings. I mean, he's constant. And when it's time for him to go to bed, he is knocked out. He goes to sleep. So David he has that Nana. I'm called Nana, by the way. He has that Nana to grandson relationship there, and we share a different kind of bond. I remember when he was first born, I got the chance to hold him right away, and it was kind of interesting because he was so cute. But yeah, so I just love being around him. His energy is just always all over the place. He has intelligent conversations with me. I mean, I really do enjoy David's company. And I do enjoy engaging in anything that he does. And sometimes we together, we'll do some little action stuff. And yes, I may be Nana, but trust me, I can keep up with him. A lot of people are like, what? You can keep up with you? Yes, I can. I can keep up with my grandson. The only thing I can't keep up with him in is he plays football, and I do not play football. So, but yeah, David is a very active kid. All right, so I have journaled more, and so I'm going to put that card over top of the journaling that I already have. And I'm going to use some washi tape here. I'm trying to figure out, how I want to put the washi tape and everything. And I'm making sure that I got everything down. And what I'm also going to be doing is using a piece of chipboard here, which I really like, these little messy circle type of chipboards that she put in the kit this time. It just sets it off, and I really love how that looks. So I'm going to be using that and putting that in between here and kind of covering up that gap, that blank area right there. And I have just enough space to put the washi tape. And so you're going to see me work with that right in a minute here once I figure out how I want it. And I'm still fooling around with it for some reason. I think what I'm doing is I'm sitting there going, okay, does this gonna look right? This is not, But right now, I probably went over to the other side there, and there I am back to get the washi tape. So, and the washi tape is perfect because it matches that messy circle color, which is great because you don't want to have too many colors on. Well, I didn't want to have too many colors on here, and I wanted to keep with the color scheme that is on the layout itself. So I'm putting down some washi tape, and then I'm flipping it up, and I'm going to put a piece of washi tape down right there, and I have just enough space for that. You can still see all the journaling. And so now I'm going to flip it and make sure that it works. So there it goes. And now I'm going to put a little tab here at the end of that, and I'm going to start putting on down everything here. As you can see, I thought there was a film on top of here for some reason, and it still might be. I might be blind as heck and probably can't see it, but I'm not sure. But it came in a little plastic wrapping all by itself, so it might not be film on here. And what I decided to do was go ahead and use some glue. At first you could see me do the HEG gun, and I was like, nah, I don't like that because you can still see the adhesive. So what I decided to use was some glue, this liquid glue, and just put some dots on there. And it literally, once it dried, and I see it now, you can't see the glue. So it looks really cool. So now I figured out now how I'm going to be putting down those plastic words now, or acrylic words, I should say, or not acrylic, but acetate. That's what it is. I don't know why I was saying acrylic for some reason, but acetate. There you go. And now I'm also putting down these arrows, and they're the puffy arrows that also came in the kit itself, along with that messy circle that I'm going ahead and putting down right in between there. So I like how that looks. And now I looked at it and I'm like, yay, okay, it's good. And then I reached for my tabs, which just so happened to be behind me, which was perfect. And I'm going to put a tab at the end here so that you can kind of lift it. You know, look, I'm fooling around with it going, oh, I like that. I know how I am. I just sit there and I mess with my stuff a lot. I play with it a lot and like, I like this. So I'm going to go ahead and put down some more puffy arrows to fill in those gaps, because I don't want to leave a whole bunch of gaps on here. And then I'm going to put some more of the arrows at the bottom. And what happens is I put the arrows first before I put the tab. That's what it was. I was trying to figure out, am I going to put this tab on? But yes, I do end up doing that. So you see me put the arrows down, and I'm using different colors, but I'm keeping with the color scheme on the layout and that card that says excitement. I'm keeping with that color scheme, and I'm really liking how this is turning out. This is a nice, what I did was I extended the story from the card that you see on the top that says excitement, and if you lift it up, there's more to the story on David and what he was doing, like to step in the seaweed with his bare feet and feel the squishiness, which is gross to me, but some people might like stepping on seaweed. I'm like, ew. So he loved doing it. I don't know why. I just don't know why. Anyway, but yeah, so it just goes over more about how active he is and how at his age, I used to be just as active, but the boy he's really there. So, and I'm moving that arrow over a little bit there. You can see that because it was in the way of the tab. So now I have it so where the tab is there, and I'm making sure there you go, there you go, there you go. I like that. I really do. I like that. So that is how I put that together. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love how this layout turned out. And I want you guys to have a great and wonderful scrappy week. I have got to go and get some homework done. And I will definitely be putting up more videos here. And I'm trying to be really consistent with it now, see. So thank you guys once again, and have a great and wonderful, wonderful scrappy week. Bye, guys.